Good morning, everyone. Brian Hoops here with Midwest Market Solutions. This is Market Insider TV and our opening commentary Thursday morning, June the 26th. Hope your morning is off to a good start. Hope you had a great night. And we'll take a look here at some of the news and fundamentals affecting our markets. Our newsletter's already been sent out early this morning, about an hour ago, talking about all the news and fundamentals. We'll go through them here real quickly as we have updated weekly export sales to talk about. Dollar index softer again here this morning. We're narrowing into some key technical supports we looked at last night. Natural gas a little bit softer. Crude oil doing nothing basically. Inside day yesterday, same thing today. Very quiet session here. And stock market is a little bit firmer this morning. Gold, silver higher. Corn getting a bounce, and all these grain markets could see a little bit of a bounce after a lot of selling the first 3 days of this week. Corn up a penny, beans up 2 3/4, and the wheat's just fractionally lower in the overnight trade. So let's talk about the markets here. You can follow us on Twitter, Midwest Markets, Brian Hoops. I've sent out some information already at our Twitter feed. Our text message service, you can sign up for that at MidwestMarketSolutions.com. Of course, our daily newsletter and our TV series, all available via subscriptions. So just sign up at our website, which is, again, MidwestMarketSolutions.com. All right, let's talk here about the markets. Weather maps continue to call for nearly ideal conditions across the Corn Belt. 6, 10-day and both the 8 to 14-day, both of those maps above normal temps and precip through July 4th. Then after that, we get more of a normal type pattern, and looks to be just very beneficial as far as weather conditions, growing conditions go into the early parts of July. So we're not out of time to have a weather rally, but we are starting to close that window of opportunity for some weather rallies. Certainly could have late season, like late July and August dryness, that would give us a rally. But we go through pollination, it's tough to have any meaningful rallies for corn. First notice day for July grain futures is Monday. Deliveries begin tomorrow after the close. If you still have some July positions, we are been imploring you for 2 weeks to get out of those and move away from the July contracts into something else. And tomorrow's really your last day to do that. Quarterly stocks acreage report comes out Monday at 11 o'clock. We set the estimates in our newsletter so you can read through them. We went through them yesterday, and we'll probably talk about them again tomorrow, but wanted to talk more about the exports this morning. And we'll look at the estimates for the quarterly stocks, but there is not much of a change in planted acres for corn and wheat in Monday's reports. Export sales for wheat were only 9.4 million bushels. Old crop corn at 29.2 with new crop at 12. These are decent numbers for corn. Old crop beans were decent, very strong actually at 14.8 million bushels. New crop was pretty good as well. And maybe that's a reason to give us a penny or two of short covering. But other than that, really no reason to see anything to the upside other than what we've seen already in the export sales and the reaction to the markets as we went into the closing bell. Net beef sales of 14.1 with shipments at 12.2, right in line with where we have been the last seemingly 12 to 14 weeks. But pork sales were outstanding, 51.4 million tons, and shipments were a marking year high at 39.9 million tons. Good numbers there for pork. We'll have a hog and pig report that comes out after the close. Estimates look for all hogs and pigs at 99.6%, kept for breeding at 100%, and markings at 99.6 of last year. So I wouldn't say a real surprise here in any of these estimates as far as the report goes. That'll be out 2 o'clock this afternoon. Yesterday we had the cold storage report, and the full recap of is in the newsletter to take a look at. But total beef and freezers, they're down 3% from last month. Pork supplies were down 1% from the previous month, indicating decent demand out of our freezers. So we continue to see decent demand here, despite a lot of calls for beef to the consumer to back away. We're still seeing drawdown in freezers, still seeing decent exports of our product. All right, I'm going to sign off and wish you a wonderful day. Good luck. I'll be on RFD TV this morning and Friday talking about these markets here. Hope you have a chance to tune in for that. If not, we'll be sending out a link later this morning. Good luck. Good trading, everyone. This has been Brian Hoops.